Right, then we're gonna try this again here. Uh, I was outside, but it's just beyond blowing wind. So welcome to Mr. Floyd Channeling's channel. Welcome to Ramblings number 3 from the car. So there we go. So now you get to see my mug instead of the park because the wind gusts out there 40, 50 miles an hour, and I don't want to fight the wind to do a video. It's not fun to stand in a wind tunnel. So yeah, there we go. So welcome to Ramblings number 3. My name's Josh. I'm with Mr. Floyd Channeling's channel. I channel Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain. My photospheric glasses are detinting. Um, so yeah, we got a live channeling today, tonight. If you're watching this today, if not, then it was yesterday, or the day before, or the day past. But today's the 16th of April, and I am doing a live channeling tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. That'll be 4 p.m. Pacific, and I am Central, or actually Mountain Time, and that would be 6 o'clock and 5 o'clock Central, where my dad is. There we go. He doesn't watch because he doesn't barely even know I exist. He has memory loss. That's a whole nother story. But anyways, um, so yeah, welcome to Ramblings number 3, where we basically we ramble, as you can hear I do, um, and I discuss spiritual stuff, Saint Germain and Archangel Raphael stuff. So today's topic is darkness. I've been doing you guys a disservice, and I apologize. Not everybody's in the light. If you're watching me, I can't guarantee you. I don't know where you're at. I don't know where your spirituality lies. I don't know where you are spiritual. I don't know where you lie in your universe. And all we've been talking about is love and light. And I don't want to be a cookie cutter channel. I'm not going to be like the rest of them. Raise your vibration. Hey, you can be awesome. Doesn't work that way. Even me, my vibration is not always up. I mean, if you know my universe, it's been a hell of a struggle. And yeah, the struggle doesn't seem to want to get any different. Gets better. The outside is getting better, but it takes a long while in some cases for your outside to match your inside. And that's been my universal case here. And I don't even know what your inside is. For me to sit here for Saint Germain, and he realizes it too, and you'll see it in the channeling tonight. Um, oh, yeah, you're just love and light and just create your universe. Doesn't always work that way. Sometimes we're still in the dark night of the soul. We crossed over the eclipse. Now are you feeling the energies? I don't know what energies you're feeling, for one. For myself, I'm feeling the energies of, yes, I need to create. I got an intuitive hit yesterday, and this is a big part of this download that I'm giving to you guys, and this message here is I couldn't seem to figure something out. We're all in this shift, right? So you wake up, right? And you wake up to the fact that you're source, or you may not yet, and you're still in the darkness, and that's fine, but you will wake up to the fact that you're source at some point. So we wake up to the fact that we're source, and we have to change. Changing isn't always easy, right? No, it's not. So we have to make a change. So how do we make that change? That's going to be the question. I've been fighting myself. I'm a Cancer. And this is going to sound it may sound different. It may not. I don't know where you're at. I don't really, I mean, I care because I'm here. But I don't, whatever you believe, you believe. But for my universe, I get what I get when I need what I need. So I found a tarot reader. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 in the morning the other day. If you get up at 3:30 in the morning, there's a reason for it. So I grabbed my phone. I'm awake. I couldn't fall back to sleep. Sat there quietly for a while. Grabbed my phone, and this new tarot reader shows up. Spot on. I was woken up to see that, but she threw me into into my astrology. Not being the biggest on astrology, I know I'm a Cancer. I know I'm a Virgo moon and Virgo moon and a Cancer sun, and I'm a Cancer, and that's about it. And I'm a 5, life path 5. But I never really thought about my north and my south nodes until she said to check out your north node. Then Millie, hi there, Millie, we were messaging, and she said, "Hey, did you check out your north node?" After that reading, because I had sent her the reading, and no, I did not. So I checked out. I honestly never really dove into astrology. I figured out through my chart. There's an app called, if you don't have your chart, an app called The Pattern. Check it out. It'll give you your chart. It breaks it all down for you. It gives you astrology. It's an amazing app. The pattern. Things come into your universe, grab it or not. So there you go. So the pattern. I grabbed my chart from the pattern and looked at my north node and my south node, figured it out through the app. Okay, here's the signature, and here's the. Oh, okay, I'm a Capricorn north node, and I'm a Cancer south node, which is a blessing in a way because I'm not an opposite sign to myself. So I'm already a Cancer, so I know what it's like to be a Cancer. I know what it's like to be extraordinarily emotional, and whatnot. Cancer's not the easiest sign in the world. That's for sure. And being a cardinal sign, oof. So yeah, but I figured out my north node is in Capricorn, right? So I'm a yin to my yang. Capricorn's almost a dead opposite. They're strong. They boot themselves to the ground, and they boot themselves to earth, and they plant and they grow and they do. And I've realized I'm in a shift. Okay. Not that we're all not in a shift. We're all shifting in some fashion. But I came to my realization that my shift is shifting from Cancer to Capricorn from my south node, which I've been sitting in for a while, where I am now kind of in between, to my north node, which is Capricorn. You know what that did? The moment I figured that out, it dropped a whole bunch of junk. Not that I thought I was nuts or anything. I knew I was in a shift just from ascension, but I didn't know what I was shifting, how I was shifting. I just knew I was becoming light. But now I have something direct in front of me. I'm a Cancer. It's my south node. So my last life, I was a Cancer. I'm a Cancer again. Obviously, there might be something I didn't quite learn last lifetime if I'm a Cancer and a Cancer again. But now that I know that I'm a Capricorn, I understand where I'm at, and I understand what I'm fighting, and I understand where I'm reaching towards. Not saying that you need to look into your north and south nodes and are you in your north or south node. You still might be in your darkness and going, what are you talking about? Wherever you are is okay. Wherever you are. This is not a race. Saint Germain and I may have made it one, like, go create your universe, hurry. Ah. It's not. Slow down. Take a look at where you're at. If you're confused as to your shift, download the pattern. Punch in, as long as you know your date of birth, the time you were born, and the city you were born in, that's all you need. You can get the information that might help make that shift for you a lot easier. I didn't know that I needed to shift into Capricorn. I didn't know I was shifting into Capricorn. I see it now. I've been saying that I know what my lesson is, to learn love and to boot myself into myself, to you could say ground myself into myself and create something. That's Capricorn. I was saying it before I knew I was a Capricorn, though. That's the thing. Where are you? Where are you in your ascension process where maybe you're going, all right, this shift isn't quite, I'm not understanding it. What am I supposed to be shifting into? Now, we all wake up in our south node, but we all have to shift into our north node. For most Cancers, for most people with my chart, it's not until later in life, 50-ish, 40s, late 40s. It's nice to know that you're living your astrology. You're not just off in some dervish land. I'm actually following my own grand design, and so can you. And that's what woke me up yesterday. I didn't make a video. Some days you want to make a video, and some days you don't. And yesterday I was like, I got to make a video. I never got to do so because I needed to learn that lesson first. And it's really cracked things open for me. It's like, okay. I was watching this tarot reader as well. And she kept saying, Kelly. Her name's Kelly. Anyways. And she was saying, are you in the old or are you in the new? And I could not, for the life of me, understand that, except for maybe behaviors. Should I be doing this? Is that old behavior? Reacting this way? Is that old behavior or not? Once I hit the Capricorn Cancer, North Node, South Node, I get it. Okay. So now I look at framing my life in a different way. And these are things that I'm teaching, stating that I'm doing. Maybe it'll help you. Let's turn that around. There we go. For myself, I'm going, okay, is this the Cancer me or is this the Capricorn me? Is this old me or new me? I've now got a new way to step into my universe and frame myself, frame my universe, frame what I'm seeing, frame what's going on without having to kind of pick myself apart. It's real simple. Am I acting like the old Cancer? Is this Cancer behavior? Am I in my shell? Am I running away? Am I snapping at somebody? Cancers have claws. Am I hiding? Am I scurrying? Or am I Capricorn? Am I standing up? Am I standing in? Am I pushing forward? Am I being larger? What are you doing in your universe? How's your universe set up? How is it framed? What are you seeing? And if you're in your darkness and don't even have any idea about your north and south node, I would still recommend downloading the app, the pattern, or just getting your chart. But the pattern makes it real easy to see. Gives you keys and codes, and if you stare at it long enough, oh, wait a minute, there you go. The other thing I did was I went online and went to YouTube. We're part of the great YouTube awakening. Do you imagine trying to do this awakening without YouTube, or like 30 years ago, and you just to know who invented the toilet or something, you had to go to the library and find the right book and then pull it up, or go to the Encyclopedia Britannica? A lot of you don't have to deal with that. You woke up after you've been born, or woke up, or you're living after the fact that none of this existed. This technology, was always in your universe. But could you imagine trying to do this wake up 30, 40 years ago? Abraham Hicks, you wouldn't know any of this. You couldn't just reach out to an Abraham Hicks video or listen to the channeler, or you've got questions on this, go find it right there. It doesn't, we are a blessed to have all of this technology in front of us when we're waking up. To go back to where I was saying, where are you in your wake up? For myself, I Googled a video. It was real simple, and it confirmed it. I didn't realize the opposites of north nodes and south nodes and all this. You get what you get when you wake up as it comes in. If you start chasing things, what I've noticed is something else will override it until it's ready to show up in the first place. But as I punched in video, Cancer, Capricorn, 12th house, north node. And then the next thing I know, Cancer, south node. Okay, so the opposite would be a Cancer south node. And 12, 30, 23. There we go. The revelations pretty much have been absolutely stunning since then. So from your universe, if you're still in the darkness, I highly recommend downloading the pattern, because you'll have a key as to where you're going. Most likely, if you're still in the darkness, you're in your south node, moving towards your north node. I didn't have that key. I just knew that I had to change. Now I know where I'm going. I know that I'm morphing into being less Cancer and morphing into my north node being a Capricorn who creates his own universe. I already knew I had to create my own universe, and done it in 7 lifetimes once I had that past life regression. So what do you know that you need to do in this lifetime? And if you don't know and you're still in your darkness, that is okay. Then what do you need to do right now? What's coming up for you? Still recommend, and we'll always recommend, looking at your chart. Download that app. Download the pattern. It'll help to see through your astrological charts what your patterns are. It's an amazing app. But download that. And from there, go and look at your north and south node and see where you are. For myself, it's been a blessing because I'm not anything that I'm already not. My south node is Cancer. I am a Cancer. Obviously, I was a Cancer last lifetime. So if I'm a double Cancer, Cancer on Cancer, then I know how to be a Cancer. I know how to hide in my room. I know how to snap at people. I know how to take those that love me and slap them in the face. It's real easy. I know how to sit in my emotions, extremely sit in my emotions. I know how to worry about my future more than anybody else. Now I got to figure out how to be a Capricorn. And I'm noticing in myself where that delineation is. Where for myself, that's old behavior. That's Cancer. I mean, and it's only been a day, but it's really that simple. The universe didn't make this hard. I made it. You won't point at you, but you are making it hard. You don't have to make it hard. We don't have to do this. It doesn't have to be hard. If you're still sitting in your dark night and you wake up and you don't see any light, the fact that you're in the dark night, that you're in I got to break out of my south node. I got to wake up. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. That's already amazing. Most people don't get to that. My dad never got to that. His closest thing to his midlife breakdown was buying some beat up old 280ZX. He never got to the ascension stage, never even booted himself into himself. He never figured out that he's even not himself or was himself or any of that. It was always his life was always and is always based on external responses, not internal responses. How can your life change? Even if you're in the dark night, bring it in. Realize this is always all temporary and that you're just being purged. Things are just moving through you. Realize where you need to go. If you download the pattern or get your chart and look at your north and south node, realize where you need to go. Where are you now and what are you morphing into? It helps. Clean up my goatee here. It helps tremendously. But from your end, don't panic so much. Don't be so worried. If you ask your universe for more clarification in what I need to know in the now, what I need to learn in the now, with more love and for my highest joy, watch what happens. It's all a journey. We all make this harder than it needs to be. I know I did. I didn't know I needed to look for my north node. You've got this hint. See, you get the advantage of not having to sit 7 years like I did in the dark night of the soul, not knowing anything, not even having anybody to talk to about it. Part of my jump towards being a Capricorn, I guess. Because you got to be strong. You're strong in your frame and you're strong in yourself and you're strong in what you create as a Capricorn. As a Cancer, everything's a question, everything's an emotion, and nothing's ever stable. It's like water; it's always moving. So you'll have that knowledge. You'll be able to stand in that and figure yourself out better. I didn't have that. I'm giving that to you. That's what I hope these ramblings really are all about, is that I can ramble something to you that changes and helps your universe. If you're not into astrology, that's fine. Then just look at yourself as how can I be more source love? In every which way possible. Am I source love? Am I being more source love? Be the opposite of who you used to be. That's what I have to do as a Cancer turning into a Capricorn. What about you? I love you. I don't want to take these too long. You see YouTube videos that are an hour and a half, and I want to watch them, and usually I get a lot out of them. But there's generally only one real portion where the deep message lies. And the deep message in this one is real simple. If you're in the dark night of the soul, you're okay. You're where you're supposed to be. Saint Germain and I both apologize, because if you're not ready to create your universe, if you're still lying in bed and rolling in the pain that your universe is or was or still is, I'm cool with that. Are you cool with that? I apologize. If you're still there, get the pattern. See where you need to go, but accept where you are. It's not a race. Biggest thing I hear in my universe, and I hear from every which way, is slow and steady wins the race. Not the guy who tries to cheat or bolt out of the gate. It's the one who takes the slow, steady, concise action. Today, if you're in the dark night, what's coming up? Write it out. Are you taking care of yourself? Take a shower. If you have a job, get to work. If you don't have a job, are you looking for work? And if you're not needing to look for work, then are you doing productive things for yourself? And if you can't get there right now, maybe it's just organizing your sock drawer, whatever it may be. But it does shift. It does. And if you're out of the dark night of the soul and you're actively creating and not choosing to dervish in your universe, or not saying that you're choosing to dervish if you're in the dark night of the soul by any stretch, you're just not able to create. You're not in a functioning state where you can physically create your universe because you're overwhelmed by the emotions that haven't been absorbed yet. Nothing wrong with that. I spent 7 years in emotions that weren't absorbed. I didn't get very far. Didn't do much, but I did a lot, if you get what I'm saying. So wherever you are is where you're supposed to be. Know where you're going. If you're in your south node, download your chart. get the pattern and see where your north node is and give yourself some direction. If you're in your north node, great. How can you be better at it? How can you be a better source? How can you be a stronger source? More love. How can you be more love? How can you help the universe better? That's really what it's all about. That we wake up to realize that we're here to help. Shine your light. I didn't know where my light was going. Now I know that I'm a Capricorn. I moved out of Cancer into Capricorn. Lovely. What about you? Where are you moving to? Stay awesome. Hope to see you tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, in the chat. I'll leave a link to that below in the description and in the comments. Otherwise, I love you. Do you love yourself? And if you can't say you love yourself, that's okay. You're watching this. If you're watching this, there's something about you want to change. So you do love yourself. Hang in there. One day at a time. Everything gets better. You are source. You are the love that you've been looking for. I love you. Love yourself. Stay awesome.